There's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sport. So, Stan, most teams right now still trying to capture that rhythm, that right rhythm. To coaches, I'm sure it's obvious who has done that and who is still struggling to get that rhythm.
Absolutely, Kevin. On a team-wide basis and on an individual player basis, you can figure out who really understands what's supposed to be happening on the floor. You can see when a team is flowing and everything is working together. But then the hard part is to be consistent with that night after night.
And as the conversations swirl around MP, one of those, of course, is how vocal MP has been about these rivalry games he plays in. His goal is to win each and every one of them.
Well, it's been a mixed bag so far in these rivalry games for MP. It's always hard to win these games. They usually take a little extra effort. I think it's going to be interesting how the first half plays out. What sort of tone MP sets.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Gobert. And it's MP in at the small forward position. Now here's Vucevic. Following the miss by MP. To the middle. Out to White. Shot clock at 6. Oh, good with the triple. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer. Back-to-back national titles in college, and then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said. And the Bulls with another miss. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Back to MP. Up and in on the layup. MP's got his second basket of the night.
Great example there of the way MP's game around the rim continues to grow and develop.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. The Bulls making a switch here. Smith has checked in. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Thunder. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
I think Minnesota, they're coming together probably slower than most people anticipated, but still extremely dangerous, but trying to work out some kinks here early on.
Now here's Giddey. Here's Bruce Ellis. Out to White. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, the disparity in talent has been clear-cut, but it's another season and another opportunity to turn the table.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Chicago's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. 1:19 left here in the opening quarter. Good on the triple.
I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
And Gobert kicks to MP. Back to Gobert. Inside. MP dishes to Gobert. Shoots over Vucevic. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by MP. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Well, because he's a good scorer, White attracts attention, and that creates passing lanes.
Here's MP. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. MP's got 6. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's White on the wing. Edwards defending. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
Yeah, but what matters now is how the team responds to a loss like that. That's what makes this a big game for them.
Over to the left wing. Buzelis, no one around him. Good on the three-point shot. Buzelis has got his 3rd basket of the night. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Bulls leading by 3. He's checked in for Chicago. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for McDaniels. MP's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And again, Chicago, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. MP out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Vucevic against Randle. 6 to shoot. Vucevic down low. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Deep 2 from Ball. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Randall kicks to MP. Outside for Randall. Back to MP. Outside Edwards. To the inside. To end the drought. Here's MP. Buzelis grabs the board. Herter with it. Picked up by Edwards. Herter, no good. Timberwolves shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Randall passes to MP. Outside Edwards. Back to MP. It's stolen by Buzelis. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And it's Ball in the corner. Over Randall. And nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
MP, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What heart by MP, going through contact there and converting.
So for the Bulls, Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. White comes in for Kevin Herter. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Ball. McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Giddey against MP. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 5 now.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
MP outside. Three-pointer, Randall. And he's good on the 3-ball. Randall's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good matchup here at the break.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to...
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. MP really making a difference here.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
So we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on MP.
Thanks, guys. MP grew up in the Chicago area and was a star player in the Illinois high school system. I talked to him about those times, and he said I made a lot of great friends on those teams, guys that will be with me for the rest of my life. I love Chicago, and the relationships I have here are bigger than anything else. It's come a long way since his high school days. Let's send it back to you guys.
Yeah, I like his appreciation for Chicago. Thank you, D.A. That's great stuff. I'm sure MP's got a lot of fans in his hometown of Chicago and in this crowd right now cheering him on. The guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Williams, and it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
So strong. Gobert just goes through the bump. You have to hammer him now.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Bulls moving the ball around. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Williams for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he's a great passing center. You can run offense through Vucevic. Use him as a passing hub.
Giddey, no good. Timberwolves trail. MP right side. Gobert finds MP. Up top, Randall unloads. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Randall's got his second basket of the night. Outside, White. Buzelis with the ball. He has 7. Fires from deep. And it's Vucevic missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's MP. What a move, MP.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Williams looking around. Pass to White. Vucevic is screen on Edwards. 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Williams has got 7. Break every year. Injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Kevin Huerter comes in for White, and it's Lonzo Ball. Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Timberwolves leading by 5 on the court for Minnesota. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall. And it's MP in at the 3 spot. And MP throws it down.
When MP is young enough, you know he's always going to finish that playoff with a dunk.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. That's to Vucevic. Fader on the way, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Those are some veteran instincts there by Vooch, knowing the situation and giving his team needed points.
Basket counts.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
And here's Vucevic, defended by Gobert. Shot left block. Another miss by Vucevic. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Hands it from downtown.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Pass to Vucevic. The kick out to Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Edwards. Randall with the ball. At the elbow, it's MP. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to MP. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. Bulls trail by 10. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Giddey. And here's Vucevic over Randall. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Williams. 8 points for Vucevic.
Still so consistent from the mid-range. This has been a staple of Vucevic's game for a long time.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Williams for 3, trains the three-pointer.
And look at the rookie out there facilitating for his team. Buzelis not missing the chance to make his teammates better.
And the dunk by MP. Here's Giddey. For 3. Another 3 for Chicago. 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's MP. And so Minnesota takes the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.